Today I finished work at 6. Usually I finish at 4:30, but today I'd swapped shifts with someone so they could finish earlier. Once I got home, I started up my computer like I always do. Basically just relaxed and watched a bit of YouTube. It's good to do nothing for a while after a long day at work. Tomorrow I was heading to Taupo for a family reunion. Instead of packing, I watched YouTube. I watch quite a lot of YouTube, especially when I get home from work because I'm just so tired I want to sit down and not have to worry about anything for a while. That night I had to fix some security lights, before going back to watch more YouTube. I watch a lot of YouTube. Probably too much. For dinner, I was meant to order the hot chips.
What? Can you order some hot chips? Why not?
Is our internet broken?
No.
So while Callum was ordering the chips, I had a shower. Then I hung out with the dog for a bit. We're both pretty tired, so we basically just lay on the floor for a good bit of time. Before dinner, I drank about 5 glasses of lemonade. And then went on to eat the hot chips straight out of the bag before it was even served up. But then I made the terrible mistake of giving Callan my camera, which went well. We'd been cleaning out our garage recently and we had this old barbecue for years, so it was about time to pull it to bits. After that I basically just worked on my computer. I had a heap of stuff I had to get done. While I was working on my computer I charged up my drone battery. However, my phone had been causing all sorts of problems recently. I had to get it fixed before we went away, otherwise I just wouldn't have had enough time. I worked away on my phone, continuously trying to fix it while my drone battery charged. And at this point, I was just exhausted. It was about 2 AM when I decided to finish up. I'd reset my phone 3 times and my drone battery was charged. It was time to go to bed. I'd had enough, and I was ready to go for tomorrow. I set my alarm for 6 AM. This is usually when it goes off, but I had a heap of stuff I had to do before we left to Taupo, so I decided I should probably get up early. Might have been a bit of a mistake, but I had to get things done. There was a snapshot that day, but of course I would have no time to record snapshot survival, so had to wait till we got back. Helped out Callan and we packed up the car, got everything cleaned up and ready to go. Still hadn't packed my bags at that point. Hung out with the cats. There's one in the bath. She likes sitting there for some reason. With about 2 hours to spare, I started packing up my bag finally. Even though we still ran late and I still forgot things to pack. I'd done the trip to Taupo hundreds of times before, been there all my life. By this point we're about an hour and a half into the trip and my phone was just causing so many problems. I was feeling really sick from trying to fix it while driving and it was horrible. This trip seemed to be quicker than all the others, but It was just absolutely agonizing. I was feeling absolutely terrible. About 2 hours into the trip, we passed through a town where there was a berry farm and they made frozen berry ice creams, which were absolutely delicious. Absolutely amazing, plus waffle cones is always a bonus. Then I had this really cool macro moment with my camera. I was just amazed by it. Usually we stay at our family batch, but because there were so many people, we had rented a batch. It was a beautiful day in Taupo and we arrived there just on time. I couldn't believe that this was the view I was going to have for the rest of the weekend.
No secret.
What?
I've opened this cake once.
Nice, and I don't have my tripod. Wait, so you know how to open it?
No, it was open from this side.
I see. Where are we going, Callum?
Are you going that way? And then just
Ah, I'm going this way.
Yeah.
You're not coming down here. Oh, you're coming, you're just following behind. Okay, let's go.
Don't look at it, that ruins it.
I'd been wanting to fly my drone ever since I left home, and I finally got the opportunity. After catching up with the rest of the family out of the batch, I headed back to our rented one. Fortunately, I was able to have my own room, which was pretty awesome. Plus there was Wi-Fi, which is always an extra bonus. We had fish and chips for dinner, and the shower at our rented batch was absolutely amazing. But it was getting late, so I headed off to bed. I got up again really early. This time was a little bit later, about 6:30, because I wanted to get up really nice and early to head out and capture the sunrise over the lake with my drone. However, doing 2 6 AM starts with very little sleep was not the best idea. Never in my life had I seen fog like that. I'd been coming to Taupo ever since I was first born, and I'd never seen fog like that before. So after failing to capture the sunrise with my drone, I headed back home to have some breakfast and get ready for the day. We headed into town to do some shopping. All the clothes I had at the moment were basically just baggy jeans and plain t-shirts. We spent quite a few hours in town and I ended up buying a whole bunch of new clothes, including shoes, shirts, pants, you name it, the lot. I ended up spending about $200 all in one go, which I'd never done before. After grabbing some nice lunch, we headed back home. However, Callum was at the movies and we had to go back for him because we may or may not have forgotten him. I was really happy with the clothes I got. Most of the ones that I had at the moment were quite dull and boring, so it was good to have something stylish for once.
Generic walking video.
By the time everyone was ready to go, it was starting to get dark. The restaurant where we were having the function was really nice and they had great food. It was just an awesome place. It was really good to catch up with all these people that I'm related to, yet I don't even know very well. All these people that are part of my family, I hadn't seen for possibly up to 10 years, were all there. My family, my cousins, my uncles, my aunties, my grandparents, and then all of their kids and grandkids. It was just incredible to meet up with so many people that I'm related to, yet I have hardly met in my entire life. So after we dropped everyone back home, we headed back to our batch, and fortunately somebody had left me a piece of birthday cake from the day before. And so after a long day of shopping and eating and spending time with my family, my night ended with me sitting out on the front of the deck, all alone, overlooking the lake at night, enjoying triple layered chocolate mud cake from somebody's birthday the day before. I didn't set an alarm that morning. It only made sense that I should have some sleep before we headed back home. It was good to have a sleep in considering that I'd been getting up at 6 basically every day for the past few weeks, so I was able to have just a bit of relaxation while we were on holiday. There was a map on the wall in the batch that showed the whole lake. It really put into perspective the small area of the lake that you could actually see from town. No matter how many times I travel this trip and go over all the bridges and over all the rivers and streams and creeks and through all the different valleys between mountains and hills and banks, the New Zealand terrain never fails to amaze me. No matter where you go from one region to another, the terrain is always so vast and so different. I slept through most of the trip, which I was pretty thankful for. I hadn't had much peace and quiet for a little while, so sitting back and enjoying some music was quite the relief I needed. Sometimes I forget there's more to life than what I do day by day. Just gotta take some time and reflect on all the important things like your friends and your family, and it's not what you do each day or each week or what you're gonna do next week and next year. It's not important. You just gotta realize what the real things in life are, what makes the biggest impact, what makes you happy, what do you enjoy the most. So it's not about making the most of tomorrow or next week or next month or next year, it's about making the most of now.